So, welcome. After a long time, we are back in business. We are doing the Toldot of Adam, and this is today is our second session. And the Toldot of Adam is from Genesis 5:1 to Genesis 6:8. This is the regulars Hebrew Bible classes. I'm just quickly gonna give a recap what we did in session one. What's a Toldot? We all know that's a Hebrew word which means generations. Okay, or if I say la Toldot, it means these are the generations of which is a heading or starting point of a new Toldot. Moses was the compiler of the book of Genesis. Then the second Toldot starts from 5:1, which is the Toldot of Adam. Okay, you can see this is the book of the generations of Adam. So it is only for this Toldot that the phrase "the book of" is used. This is the book or Sefer. The Hebrew word Sefer is used. Sefer means a scroll in its more literal sense. And this phrase again is only used in another place in the Bible, and that is for the the last Adam.
Yes.
Here, the book or the Sefer of the genealogy of Jesus Christ. So why is this? Why do we see this connection? To show that Jesus was the last Adam and Adam was the first Adam. So for both of them, the same language or the phrase is used. Then we move forward, and then we saw the birth of Seth, who was the seed son, or Seth means, what's the meaning of Seth? Seth means appointed or foundation, right? You can see it. So he was appointed one who would continue the seed line, and as Abel was killed by Cain, so now Seth is gonna continue the line. So then we saw Seth का बच्चा होता है. Who was Seth's son? Let's see this. Seth,
Enosh.
yes, Seth's age at the birth of the next seed line son, Seth was 105 years old. जब Enosh पैदा हुआ, right? After Enosh was born, Seth lived another 807 years, and then he had other sons and daughters. Enosh lived 90 years and begat Canaan. So this is where we stopped last time. Now we're
Yes.
going to pick up from the story of Canaan. Canaan is a very interesting word. Okay, we're going to expound on that today. Enosh lived after he begat Canaan 815 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enosh were 905 years, and he died. So there is a phrase you can see is repeated that they begat sons and daughters. It was, yes, Malcolm, definitely. So the same term is used for Adam as well. Malcolm would love to know this information. I think it will intrigue him. Uh, as you can read here,
Hmm.
Adam lived 130 years and begat a son in his own likeness. Why does it say in his own likeness? Because now we are starting to see the effects of sin in the human population. Obviously, Seth was in the image of God, but specifically, previously we read Adam was made in the image of God, right? But here it's mentioned Seth is in the image of Adam. So it shows that he's carrying now the mortality, the weakness of Adam or human. And his name was Seth, or the foundation, or appointed, right? And the days of Adam after he begat Seth were 800 years. Okay. And he begat sons and daughters. So if someone asks you who was the wife of Cain, Cain ki wife kahan se aayi, right? Who was she an alien or God made another woman specially from the mud? No. Cain's wife, just a
One of
minute,
his sister.
Vishwas. Cain's wife was,
One of his sister.
yes, because Adam had many sons and daughters, and it was allowed during that time to marry in the family, or that's how the population increased.
Mhm.
Okay. So then you can see everyone begat sons and daughters. Maybe we can take doubts in the last. Enosh lived and he begat Canaan, and the days of Enosh were 905 years. He lived so long, and he died. So everyone is dying. You can see now the effects of sin. Genesis 5:9 records Enosh's age at the birth of the next seed line. Enosh was 90 years old when Canaan was born. The name Enosh means frailty. See, the name is frailty. You can see now. After the birth of Canaan, Enosh lived another 815 years and had other sons and daughters. Genesis 5:11 states that Enosh lived a total of 905 years. The passage concludes with the words "Any." Now comes to Canaan. Okay, Vishwa, it's okay. It's better to text. Yes, you did well. Okay. And Canaan lived 70 years and begat Mahalalel. Or how do we say it? Mahalalel. And Canaan lived after he begat Mahalalel 840 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Canaan were 910 years and he died. Canaan का हमने पढ़ लिया. But Canaan के यहाँ पे कुछ interesting बात है. Let's read it. Genesis 5:12 records Canaan's age at the birth of the next seed line son. Canaan was 70 years old जब उसका बच्चा पैदा हुआ. Who was the बच्चा? Mahalalel. Or and now the name Canaan means smith. Who's a smith?
कुछ बनाने वाला.
Yes,
ऐसा?
smith. Specifically what? What do you think?
वो swordsmith, I guess.
Okay.
कुछ metal से बनाने वाले. Smith मतलब swords
लोहे
बनाने वाले. हाँ, अभी सही कह रही है, I guess.
Yes, someone who works with metal, right? So someone who makes or produces something, right? So Canaan's name is very similar to Cain's. It has a similar meaning. Okay. Genesis 5:13 gives the years Canaan lived after the birth of the seed line son. After Mahalalel was born, Canaan lived another 840 years and had other sons and daughters. Genesis 5:14 records the total years of Canaan's life. That was 910. Passage concludes, he died. Okay, let's see the beauty of the word section. Genesis 4:1, that's the beauty of the word. And the man knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bore Cain and said, I have gotten a man with the help of Jehovah. So जो दो underline words आप देख रहे हो, Cain and gotten, ये इंग्लिश में थोड़े अलग अलग लग रहे हैं, but Hebrew में they are very similar sounding words. What? Cain is Cain and gotten is Kaniti. So वापस इंग्लिश में जाते हैं. What is gotten? Kaniti and Cain is Cain. Okay. So what's the Hebrew wordplay here? The usage of the word gotten with Cain's name or the usage of Kaniti with Cain. So it would literally read as Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bore Cain and said, I have Kaniti, a man with. Okay, that's how you can replace the words. And they sound very similar, right? Why do they sound similar? Let's see. Kaniti means gotten. Gotten comes from this word kaniti, rather comes from Hebrew root kana, which means to acquire, or kana, which means to acquire. Okay. So gotten, obviously acquire, right? So Hebrew root wahi hai, acquire. And kain is a name, again, comes from Hebrew root kin, which means to shape or to give form to. So Canaan means smith and kain means to shape. So smith gives shape or forms metal. Kain also means to shape or give form to. So similar. So इससे हमको पता क्या लगता है? Before going to that, कि Kaniti and Kain, ये जो दो words एक साथ use करे गए हैं, why do they sound similar? There must be some reason. We'll think about it. Before going to that, I want to show you the Hebrew root kin, जो कि Hebrew root है Kain की. ठीक है? Kain की Hebrew root है kin. अब इसको बाइबल में देखते हैं कहाँ पे use करी गई है. It is used in Psalms 139 verse 13 and Proverbs 8 verse 22. The root kin is used. That means to shape or to give form to, right? You did form my inward part. That's Psalms 139 verse 13. And then Proverbs 8:22 is Jehovah formed me in the beginning. Hmm? So in both the verses, you can see formation or shaping की बात करी गई है, right? So you did kin or form my inward part, and Jehovah formed or kin me in the beginning, right? Okay. So Adam's first son. Okay. Before taking you to the answer, if I we have already discussed this now, that Cain's name is Cain, which comes from Hebrew root kin, which means to shape or give form to. So what can you say about Cain now? What can you say about Cain? क्या बोल सकते हो आप उसके बारे में कि क्या वो पैदा हुआ था और was he given form to? What would be more accurate?
Given form to.
Given form.
Exactly. Adam's first son is a creature who was formed or given shape to. That's the meaning of the name. Okay, now next slide, my most beautiful slide, I think so. What's the basis of connection between Kaniti and Cain? So I have gotten a man with the help of Jehovah. I have, let me take you back to the English verse. That and bore Cain, दो दोनों bold letters हो उनको देख लो, and bore Cain and said, I have gotten a man. So I bore Cain and I have Kaniti. So what's the connection in this Cain and Kaniti? What do you think? What's the basis? And मैंने already answer दो तीन बार बोल दिया explain करते हुए. क्या connection है इनमें? क्या लगता है आपको?
That king was required to
Like
जैसे बोला
it
मैंने
took the sin.
given
Avni, can you type? Your voice is cracking. Yes, Malcolm, yours is clear.
Like Kaniti means to acquire, right? So by Cain, like जो form हुआ, so they acquired the sin from Adam,
Okay.
I guess. Like, I'm not sure, but
Okay, nice thinking. That's how we should think. You're right. But there's some another connection. Kaniti means to acquire, जैसे आप स्क्रीन पे देख रहे हैं. Kain is to shape, है ना? अब दोनों का मीनिंग तो अलग हो गया ना. Acquire and shape. बट ये कनेक्टेड कैसे है? हिब्रू, क्योंकि हिब्रू में ओरिजिनल स्क्रिप्चर्स है हमारे पास, राइट? कैसे कनेक्टेड है कनीति और काइन? जैसे हिंदी में हम बोलते हैं ना कि ये बंदा झोल झाल कर रहा है, राइट? अब झोल और झाल कैसे कनेक्टेड है? क्या क्या सिमिलर है इन दोनों में?
root word.
रूट वर्ड, बट देखो यहाँ तो रूट वर्ड दोनों अलग है ना. कनीति इज फ्रॉम काना, काइन इज फ्रॉम किन, सो रूट वर्ड्स आर डिफरेंट. सो रूट वर्ड्स का सिमिलैरिटी नहीं है, मीनिंग का भी सिमिलैरिटी नहीं है. क्या बहुत इजी है? व्हाट डू यू थिंक? बोल के देखो वर्ड्स को.
मतलब वो बोलने का नीति
सही जा रहे हो? बोल के देखो. कनीति
बोलने का
और
तरीका मतलब
काइन
सिमिलर है.
क्या बोलते हैं उसे? क्या सेम है?
pronunciation.
मिलता
No,
जुलता.
not pronunciation, but the pronunciation. Yes, right.
Sound.
But sound. Yes, you're right.
मिलता जुलता.
Sound is the same. So the connection between Kaniti and Kain is not based on being of the same Hebrew root, जैसा अभी बोल रहा था, नहीं वो नहीं है. Rather, it is based on sound. So this similarity of sound shows that the original language was Hebrew. That is one of the ways to show. In the coming days, I'll show you more such beautiful examples, which tells us that Hebrew is a very beautiful, divine, and the original language. Because these are the original words. इससे पहले we did not have any, language of the scripture. So this is the original language in which God spoke, and it has very beautiful word plays. So Kaniti and Kain are similar. ऐसे बहुत सारे similarities है sound के Hebrew में. Okay. So Mahalalel or Mahalalel, and Mahalalel lived 65 years and begat Jared, and then Jared Mahalalel lived after he begat Jared 830 years and begat sons and daughters, and all the days of Mahalalel were 890 and 5 years, and he died. Genesis 5:15 records Mahalalel's age at the birth of the next seed line. So he was 65 years old when Jared was born. Right? Too young. जितनी उसकी लाइफ स्पैन है उसके हिसाब से. The name Mahalalel means praise of God. Okay, and 5:16 gives the years that Mr. Mahalalel lived after the birth of Seedline. How many years did he live? After Jared was born, 830 years. And then he begat sons and daughters. Then verse 17, total years 895. So जब Jared पैदा हुआ, he was 65. When he died, he was 895. And the passage concludes, he died. Now Jared, he lived 162 years and begat Enoch. And Jared lived after he begat Enoch 800 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Jared were 962 years. I think I missed the 9 here above. So all the days of Jared were 960 and 2 or 962. Okay. Then Genesis 5:18, that Jared जब बेटा हुआ, he was 162 years old. That is Enoch. And Jared means descent. So Mahalalel means
Praise of
Praise
God.
of God.
praise of God. Jared means descent. So Genesis 5:19 gives the years Jared lived after the birth of Enoch. And after Enoch was born, he lived 800 years and had sons and daughters. And then you can see in verse 20, it records the total years of Jared's life, 962. The passage concludes, he died. So this is my last slide for today. Pretty short, I know. I was short of time, so I wasn't able to make much. So yeah, this was it for today. You want to ask anything? Short and sweet. If no doubts, we can uh, end the live stream.
काफी सही था, emphasizing था तो I guess नहीं है.
Clear,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Everything was
Yeah.
written there. Okay, then I'll end the stream.
भैया एक डाउट है
Sure, I'll end the
लाइक
stream.
पहले
What you
हाँ
want to
हाँ
ask?
चलो
Okay. Goodbye, guys.